go. He's not worth one of us getting shot. Come on.
Driver, you have to hit every bump in this road? This coach is a death trap.
Don't worry, mister. We'll get there in one piece. This coach is better than she looks. She's pretty old, but she's always made it. So far.
So far? Who owns this stage line anyway?
JT O'Mara owns this coach.
JT O'Mara?
She's planning on buying more as soon as she can afford it.
She?
Yes, sir. She. JT owns about everything in Sundown.
Does she have the mail and freight contract?
Yes, she does.
You think she'd sell out?
Could be.
First thing I'm going to do is wire the main office and buy out this stage line. Get some decent equipment out here. Man, look at that. Oh! Hey, watch it! Careful! Do we have to go full speed? We late?
Yeah. Get on there, Pallet.
Hey, Bob.
Hello, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Hey, you got a telegram here from Wells Fargo.
Really?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah, for you. And it's very important. I think you might enjoy that. Looks like you're going to be getting a nice reward.
I guess so. Did they say when it says an agent's coming here?
Yeah.
When
You're going to be showing up pretty soon.
says here in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, buddy.
You're surely welcome.
A reward. I like that.
Yeah.
Buddy, you have a good.
Okay.
We'll see
too,
you later.
Bob. See you later.
So the telegram says the Wells Fargo agent should be here anytime.
That's what it said. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Although I'm not going to turn down the reward.
So the agent's coming here to give you a reward.
That's about the size of it.
I wonder how much it's gonna be.
Well, I think the customary amount's around 10%.
$1,500? That's a lot of money. What are you gonna do with that?
Well, I talked to Mr. Hamilton at the bank, and he said there's a lot of places around here that I could get for a lot less money than that. So I'm going to go look and find me a place with some good grass and some good water and try to settle down again.
Who was Johnny Hollister?
Well, he was a Wells Fargo agent. He disappeared about 15 years ago. He was carrying about $15,000 in large bills and some gold. A lot of folks thought that he ran off with the money, but he was just doing his job.
So it just looked like an accident?
I found him at the bottom of the ravine. Looked like him and his horse just fell in. Could have been a sandstorm, could have been dark. Only God knows.
How awful.
It can be a dangerous job in a lot of ways. The cash box was just laying right there with him. I had to bust it open. If it'd been foul play of some kind, money would have been gone for sure. So I figured it was just an accident. Took the gold, took the cash, and brought it here, and you put it in your safe. Then I wired Wells Fargo and told them I had it and told them where Johnny was. Something else, JT, I've been meaning to ask. Why is the floor in here set lower than the ground outside?
Well, this started out as a trading post, and they dug the floor lower, so no matter how many Comanche bullets were flying, you were pretty safe if you laid on the floor.
Makes sense.
I'm looking for a man named Bob McClintock. I don't know who he is.
That'd be me.
You're Bob McClintock?
Yes, I am.
I'm Greg Hardy from the Wells Fargo. I understand you're the one that found the cash.
Yes, I
Do you have any identification, or can everybody vouch for you?
I've got a telegram from Wells Fargo, and I'm sure these folks can vouch for me.
Fine, that'll do good.
This is Miss Wagner, Doc Brown, and Miss O'Mara.
J.T. O'Mara? I have some business I'd like to discuss with you later also.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Mr. McClintock, the money that we were carrying belonged to the Colt Manufacturing Company. And of course we have already repaid them, but in appreciation of your being so honest, they have authorized me to give you this token of their appreciation.
It's a new 45 Colt. Well, tell them I thank them very much.
I will do that, sir. Thank you. Mr. McClintock, Wells Fargo is very appreciative of your honesty in returning that money that you found. And I have some paperwork here. If you could sign that receipt for me.
All right.
And you get a reward for this. So if you can take that to your bank, Wells Fargo will pay you 10% of your as finder's fee.
Thank you. Why don't you sit down and have a cup of coffee with us?
Oh, I can't do that. I'm a pretty busy man. I try to get my business done and get on out of town. I'm an important man with Wells Fargo, and this is how I get my job done. Is to maybe I could have some breakfast or something. Thank you.
Okay. So how long have you been working for Wells Fargo, Mr. Hardy? Mr. Hardy.
Huh? Oh, about 14 years now.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
How's the lovebirds today?
I reckon they're pretty good. He's been over there every day this week.
You know, for a man that was too busy to stop and have breakfast, he sure has been spending a lot of time off work.
He sure has. Looks like I'm gonna be losing me a waitress.
Well, good for them.
Good for them. Not good for me. You gonna wait tables?
No. I do appreciate the job offer, but these days, I'm a man of means, and I'm pretty busy looking at land, see what I want to buy. And I got to go out and look at some this afternoon. I'll be out pretty late, probably camp out, but I should be back in time in the morning for breakfast.
Okay, I'll have a hot pot of coffee waiting on you.
I'm sure I'll like that.
Be careful.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to have to go to Kemp for a few days on business, but I'll be back as soon as I can.
These past few days have been so nice.
Will you have an answer for my question that I asked you when I get back?
I will think about it.
Well, I'll get back as soon as I can.
I'll have an answer for you when I get back.
All right.
Morning, stranger.
Good morning.
You must have just rode in.
Yes, ma'am, I did. The sign out front says cantina. Can I get some breakfast?
Why, yes, you can. It's 50 cents. I'll have V get you some breakfast just as soon as it's ready.
Who do I talk to about getting a room here at the hotel?
That would be me.
Well, I plan on being in town for a while. I'd like to get your best room.
Well, that will be $2 a day. That's a lot of money, mister.
Well, I plan on being in town for a while. I'd like to pay for a month in advance.
All right. When you're ready, just go through those curtains straight to the lobby and get your key for room number 2.
Yes, ma'am. I'd also like to get a bath.
Well, there's a room with a tub at the end of the hall. I'll have them get some hot water ready for you.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I think I'd like to go ahead and get my breakfast first.
Well, just have a seat right over there, and breakfast will be ready in just a few minutes.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Ma'am, I assume this would be your establishment?
Well, you would assume correctly.
You wouldn't object to a man playing a friendly game of poker, would you?
Not as long as it's an honest, friendly game of poker.
Well, ma'am, I wouldn't have it any other way. You wouldn't know a man named McClintock, would you?
Well, would you be speaking of Bob McClintock?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Well, yes, I would, as a matter of fact. He's walking through those doors right now.
Good morning. JT, get out of the way.
Bob McClintock, don't shoot me.
Careful, Gavin. You wouldn't like the way this could end.
I'm sorry, mister. My eyes must be playing tricks on me. Thought you were somebody else, but you couldn't be.
My little brother Benjamin was good with a gun, but sometimes he would get in a little bit of a hurry and, well, hit and miss.
So you're one of the Reese boys. Which one might you be?
I'd be Adam, and I'm much faster than my little brother Benjamin was, and I don't miss.
He didn't miss me completely.
I hear tell that you're the one that shot my little brother Benjamin. You might say that Benjamin was a little bit on the wild side. It was almost like he was looking for a way to get dead. I don't doubt that he couldn't have done something to deserve being killed. What I'd like to know is why he was killed.
It seemed to be the thing to do at the time. You know he was under arrest at the time
I didn't know that.
for robbing a bank with 3 other people. One of them was another brother of yours, who I'm pretty sure cut him loose and gave him a gun.
Don't surprise me.
When I shot your brother, he had shot 2 of Jim Lane's deputies, and at the moment, he was shooting at,
You were with Jim Lane, a lawman.
yes,
Makes sense.
and at the moment I shot your brother, he had shot Jim Lane, and he shot me.
Wouldn't surprise me either. He was a little crazy.
I gather that.
Listen, I know how my little brother Benjamin was, but I had to come find out for myself if he needed killing, or if you're the one that needs killing. I'll be hanging around town a while. Now, I'm gonna go stable my horse, and I'll be back for that breakfast.
He was cheating.
Cheating at what?
Over a card game in Fort Griffin. He killed my brother.
He was cheating or you were. It's a low thing to drag out your man.
Well, there's a poster on him, and I'm taking him back with me to Clef.
You say he killed your brother. Well, you've killed him. I think that makes things pretty even. You need to ride. Get. Leave it alone.
He's still breathing.
I'll go get Doc.